You have arrived at your destination. Digital Street is to your right.
Alright, welcome back to Digital Street, aka your girl's favorite podcast. So if it's your first time here, we literally own a street in the metaverse.
In the metaverse?
And we're actually here right now. We're in the metaverse.
Metaverse.
But yeah, every week we come here, Sadra and I, we meet in the metaverse to teach you guys about emerging tech. And we do a deep dive into technology that we're super curious about. And this week we're talking about Web3 and specifically why decentralization matters. And that's basically an article by Matt Dixon. And we read that, we digested it like deeply. And and we just, we're going to add our thoughts to it and stuff.
And we're going to have a discussion about it.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess we can get started with the
Binge bank?
Yeah, the binge bank.
Alright. You want to start or should I?
Yeah, I can start.
Alright.
For me, this would be 2 weeks, right? Because we missed a week.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So I actually went to a wedding, not this week, last week, Thursday. It was pretty cool. It was a
found your
long
wife?
drive. No, I wish. Someone asked me out, but yeah, I said
Damn.
no. Because we were underage. Anyways, I'm joking. Yeah, it was a pretty cool experience. Got to drive a lot, which is good. I didn't do much. I had pretty much the same schedule. Had some work. Had some school stuff. I had my midterm. I say I'm proud with the fact that I kept a lot. I was a lot better in terms of sticking to my my training schedule, my gym schedule.
True.
I've been going to the morning a lot, and sometimes with things that happen late at night, I can't commit to waking up at 6 or 7 to go to the gym. But this past weekend, this week, I've been committing pretty good to that. So I would say that's good. And yeah, I think in terms of training, I would say I should probably do better in terms of recovery. When you train a lot, you have to recover as much, and I haven't been doing that, unfortunately. Something to try to improve on.
True. I guess you're obsessed. That's why you can't rest enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, my physical body isn't as obsessed.
That's sick though. But yeah, for me, basically the same. Been like grinding on the daily routine. But this week we were able to hire some few people for a few of the things that like we were doing already. So that's made it easier for us to be like less robotic in the daily routine of the repetitive stuff. And like now I'm just like winding off of some of the repetitive stuff and moving more towards like strategy of like growing us. And like it's not like anyone really is like a bunch of people are listening to us right now, so I could say what I'm gonna do. But like I also don't want to say it at the same time because I haven't made any progress in it yet. So like I don't find it valuable to speak about my like goals and stuff that I want to do before I even actually achieve it. Like in this section of the binge bank, like I usually want to talk about stuff that I've actually accomplished. So I haven't really done it yet, so I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, would you say you're finally getting to like the fun stuff, the fun part of running a
Yeah,
business,
definitely.
SEO business?
Definitely. Like there like SEO is like beautiful in a sense that like there's a lot of like strategy involved in it.
Can you check who's calling my phone?
You're getting FaceTime.
Oh.
Guest appearance.
Huh? Not yet. Never actually.
This guy.
But anyways.
But yeah, like there's a lot of like strategy that's involved in SEO, right? But like when you're in the daily operations of just doing the repetitive work, then you can't really think about that stuff or like research deeply and try out stuff. So like hopefully by next week, like I'm gonna take a few days break. Like I'm gonna try to like take a like break for as long as I can for like the entirety of the day, ideally. Like work 2 hours and then the rest of the day just like literally do nothing or whatever I want to let my mind like free and then prepare myself for going into these like this next phase. Because since August it's basically been the same routine for me of like robotic every day.
That's fair. Anything new in terms of your discipline, or like, have you been more obsessed?
Uh, I would say it's like kind of at the same level right now, but like us being able to like give work that I had been doing to other people, which is like it's hard to give control back to other people sometimes. Like when you're a control freak, like I'm kind of a control freak, so then with that it had been it showed me that like we could actually grow this thing like much faster like I wanted to. And yeah, it's been like I've been optimistic because of that. But like the past like 2 weeks ago, we actually hired like a few people, and then some quit like on the second day and stuff. So that was like kind of hard and annoying
Damn.
because like you're preparing for this person to take on that role of like that part of the job,
Yeah.
and then they end up quitting, and you have to end up doing it all yourself again.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's pretty shitty thing to do.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's been a good binge bang for both of us.
Yeah.
It's it's not to the point where it's like there's a whole new like chapter of our lives, but like we've had enough differences that we can speak about it.
Yeah. It doesn't even need to be like huge progress every week,
Yeah.
because I don't think that's realistic if you're thinking on like the time scale of like 10-15 years.
I agree.
But we're it's not like we're pursuing like a different idea the next week, and we just quit on what we were working on. We're still making steady progress, and we're still working at it, and like we're just getting more aggressive on our goals day by day. Like it might not show outwardly, but like we're like
Like we're more aggressive outwardly.
like we're not like passionately
Yeah,
talking about whatever
yeah.
we're doing, but like it's happening in the background,
Mm-hmm.
right?
In our minds.
In our minds and in our like daily actions.
Facts. I think we're good to start with decentralization, right?
Yeah. Let me just quickly check if it's still recording. Yeah, we're good. This is so unprofessional.
They don't know. Don't tell them.
No, I can't cut anything out. I'm gonna get the soccer ball as well.
Huh?
I'm gonna get the soccer ball as well quickly.
Okay, okay.
Do you take my soccer ball too? I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Okay, then I took it.
I actually don't know where it is now.
It was in the basement, no? Because we usually do the thing in the basement.
Nah, I brought it upstairs after. But I guess I'll find it later. I was trying to fidget or something. Hey yo.
Hey, yo. Alright. So, decentralization. If I had to describe decentralization, and we had a conversation earlier about this, I would say it's, I'm still kind of blurry on how to describe it perfectly, but I would say there's no one single entity or like group that controls a certain platform, and that distribution of control being equally given to everyone, that's what decentralization is.
Mm. I remember reading like a while back that like a bunch of things that were said to be decentralized were actually controlled by like few major people still at this point. That like many things are still controlled by large groups or like one person. And like the idea behind decentralization is that like everyone in the network is incentivized through, and they actually make money through whatever that they do. But
Do you have to make money for it to be decentralized? Or do you have to be incentivized?
yeah, you have to be incentivized, but like I feel like money is
The
like yeah,
easiest way to
because
incentivize,
like
yeah.
how else would people really benefit from it, right? Because
Compliments.
compliments. I mean, people are getting likes and like
Yeah,
opportunities
I
from
guess.
social media already. Like
True.
they're they're making they're not making any money on the likes and stuff, but they're already getting that like the compliment part of it. So I like the only other benefit that I could really see from decentralization is that they would make money from it, right?
100%.
There you can check.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, decentralization, like as like a full idea of like happening in the world, like full decentralization, money, all of these apps and stuff. Like I don't really see it happening.
Yeah, no way. Even in platforms, I don't think anything has achieved 100% decentralization.
Yeah, not yet for sure. I
Like,
mean,
even things like Bitcoin, that's supposed to be like the king of decentralization and the driving factor. Like, there's whales that can move the price up and down, that control these things, that have a huge amounts of money.
yeah,
So I think anything that can give someone a lot of power, there is a group that controls it more
yeah.
than others.
It's like it has to be some sort of deception, like all of this, like decentralization, like there have to be people controlling it in the background that are just decepting like normal people, that like selling them on the idea that they could be as powerful as them, or they could get as much or like get some benefit like them, but that's not really the reality. It's just the same as the world has ever been.
It's true. Yeah, 100%. Um, I guess besides cryptocurrencies and Web3, do you see anywhere else that has adopted decentralization?
Like there had been BitClout recently, which is like a social media platform where people could make money by being invested into them. Like people would you'd basically be able to invest into someone, and then when more people invest into that person, then you basically profit off of
Oh, okay.
the value of that person's coin,
Like
basically.
stocks on,
Yeah,
but people.
people stocks from
Damn.
from social media growth. But that failed. Like it isn't around anymore.
That's actually a really good idea.
But there's this other thing called like something friends or something, like friends on tech, something like that. I haven't used it, but it's the same thing as BitClout. Apparently, it's still going, but like BitClout failed after a few months. So I don't know how far friends on tech will go.
Yeah, I think it's kind of weird with crypto. I think we're not in a, or even Web3, we're not in a stage to be having these kind of businesses run profitably. Like, I don't think it's just known enough. Like, there's just not enough users in
Yeah,
Web3. It's too early.
yeah,
But at the same time, the companies that are this early, that build on this and build on decentralization, they're the ones that are in it, not just for the money, because they're not
yeah,
making it, you're not making much, right?
yeah.
They're in
True.
it because they want to build like legacy.
Yeah, yeah. Like I don't know how Web3 will go. Like there there's some curve of like I forgot what it's called.
Like the S curve, or in the
Yeah, there's that in the the article.
yeah.
But there's also another one where like normalization of technology. So basically, there's a hype cycle. I think that's what it's called. It's a hype cycle where the product gets really hyped. Like Web3 did get really hyped at once, and then people realize that it's not really that useful. So then it just dips again, and then it just slowly curves back into like getting into normal life.
Yeah,
So internet is in our normal life now, right?
100%. I'm so glad you said that. Yeah, that's. I think that's. I'm sure I mentioned this once at least to you, but I think even with NFTs, I think that's what's happening right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because remember like all the hype back like
yeah.
a year or
Oh
two
true.
ago,
Yeah.
that was it, and then the bubble popped.
Hmm.
And people like, it's not that useful, right? So now it's in its dark stages in the bear market,
Yeah.
where it's kind of no one cares about it. But I think it's gonna slowly come back up, and then I think it's gonna keep going up. Like, it's not gonna stabilize. It's gonna keep growing, but after it's gonna grow, it's gonna stabilize like the internet did to
True.
that point.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be the future. There's this guy I listened to a podcast of him. I would check on my phone, but we're recording with my phone. But his name's like Larry Glasgowan or something. He's like a luxury art seller, and he basically copied. he studied a lot of like the people that sold art in the past before him, and he copied their playbook a bit, and then he copied other people's biographies and like life stories and like ways that they succeeded as well. And so he was basically a luxury art dealer, right? For decades, like he copied the person that was really successful before him. Now there's going to be someone in today's day and age that's going to copy Larry's playbook as well as the guy before him, and then they're going to merge some digital techniques into it, like digital parts into their business. It's like selling digital art or like selling half physical, half digital art, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe in the next 10 to 30 years or something, there has to be someone that comes around like that. And he increased the value of the art market. Art used to sell for like around $1 million. That was like the highest art piece that was sold like around the 1980s or something. And then after that, he just started to inflate it through like marketing and like the way that he built relationships. That's how art sold, right? You just build relationships with people. Not in every case, but like that's how he did it. He just made relationships with a lot of super wealthy people, and then the art prices went up to like 100 million.
So is he also into NFTs, or
No, I
he's
don't think so.
just like physical art?
Yeah, I think it's only physical.
Okay, what's his name?
Larry Glasgow or something.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, that's interesting for sure.
Yeah, but there has to be some, like, I don't doubt that there's gonna be someone that does that with NFTs.
Oh yeah, 100%. We've seen like glimpse of people almost achieving that. You know,
Mm.
Beeple.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I
true.
think he's kind of like your guy
Yeah, you could
in a
think of
way,
people like that.
but I think again it's too early, right? We're not in the stage where the market for NFTs is booming,
Hmm.
so we don't have one. We don't have one guy that like dominates the digital art space right now.
Yeah, Beeple's not really like, I don't think he really cares about money.
Yeah.
He's like this guy that I'm talking about. He's a business guy. He
Oh.
doesn't give a shit about art.
Oh, he just wants the
He
money.
just wants the
Oh.
money. So like a lot of artists, they just think about the art part of it, right? That's what Beeple does. They just want to be artists and creative, but like there has to be someone that's like business minded. Like Beeple made like $69 million or something, no?
Yeah, off his auctions.
But
Yeah.
this guy gave it all away or something,
Did he?
something like that. But
Damn.
like if there was a business minded person in NFTs doing the scale that Beeple is doing, that's low-key an untapped market. Like no one's really like in the business of NFTs, but like I guess like it's definitely possible. Like the guy Larry guy, he made his own market. Like there, so basically when you resell art like in the secondary market, it basically used to be frowned upon, and it still is, I think. So basically, secondary market is like buying art that's at a lower price than it used to be from like it's older art
Mm-hmm.
basically. It's not it's not new art that was just like recently made by someone, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like it was made in like 20 years ago.
Yeah, and like it's not really valued anymore, and then he like adds the value to it through like
That makes sense. Yeah.
in some way. But so like I don't see why someone can't go to like someone who's like really charismatic and stuff, going and making relationships with a bunch of wealthy people, like working his way up, and then just cycling art sales through that network, because he sells the art to wealthy people, and then he keeps the commission on it, or royalties.
Mm-hmm.
So when they sell the art again, he makes money on that too. So a lot of times he would sell the art to one wealthy person, and then he would ask another one of his friends that do you want to buy this
Yeah.
for more, and then he wouldn't even have given the art piece to the other person yet. He would already create that double sale already,
Bruh,
and he would
that's
just make
fucked.
like bank off of it from royalties.
NFTs have royalties too,
Yeah,
and I think the secondary market, since it's digital, I think it's gonna be a lot better for artists
yeah, it'd be
because
easier.
everything's online.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you think I don't know if we touched upon this. Do you think like NFTs and Web3 it's gonna stay decentralized for the most part or no?
NFTs and that
Like
stuff.
crypto NFTs.
Crypto, probably not. Like, think about it, right? Like, we spoke about this before too. Like, it doesn't really make sense to me. Like, I think you relate with this too. That like countries won't just give away their control like that, right?
I agree. Yeah.
Like, I don't see a world where like there's no one controlling everything, or no one controlling anything basically. Because if everything's decentralized, then like the currencies that are being used around the world are just not in control of any government.
Exactly. And I think in society, Gary Vee said this, in society, humans have a tendency to centralize everything. Like even like government, right? That's in nature to centralize. Like
Mm.
people like centralization. No, like maybe uh maybe like the 2% or 1% or like 5% of the population don't mind decentralization, but most of the population on Earth, like natural tendency of humans, is to move more towards centralization.
Mm.
I think because it it gives them too much control, and some people, most people, don't like that too much control because then they're responsible for the risks
Yeah,
and the security.
yeah,
So I think in general, naturally, we're gonna move if it's big enough, if the technologies are big enough in terms of anything in Web3, we're naturally gonna move to a centralized state.
yeah. I agree.
And
NFTs and stuff. Do you think that that would stay decentralized?
uh, no, I don't. We've already seen some attempts at trying to centralize them. I think some country in Asia banned NFTs.
Really?
I don't know which one. I don't know if it was China, Japan. One country banned NFTs. Another country tried to ban crypto, but it didn't work. But yeah, like the thing with NFTs is that anyone can make an NFT, and the the technology behind it, it's too powerful in my opinion to not be used by centralized parties. So I think
Mm.
there's gonna be like the whole you can't. It's hard to explain. You can't centralize the whole concept of NFTs. You can't centralize everything, but there's gonna be centralized parties that come out with NFTs because NFTs is it's like a non fungible token, right? So it's basically a token online that has a digital contract behind it. So you know when you go to the gym and you scan your membership,
Yeah.
that could be considered an NFT if there's any incentive behind it. So I don't see a world where like the governments and like centralized parties don't come out with their own NFTs, if that makes sense. So there's
Mm.
going to be centralized NFTs, but we're also going to have decentralized NFTs, where,
True.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think yeah, that makes sense. But for currency, like I feel like currency probably won't be able to get decentralized.
I think so, yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, but like the NFTs and stuff, like that makes sense for like say like rewards programs, like or like gift cards or what's it like subscription like Costco,
Yeah.
like something like that could become an NFT.
If you have a platform where you buy an NFT or a platform like Coinbase where you buy crypto, does that make it centralized?
Yeah, it has to make. I think that that makes it centralized,
That's
right?
like a
Yeah,
centralized exchange, right?
because decentralized would be something like I forgot what it's called, but there are decentralized exchanges, as you know, dexes, right?
I know you can like move your crypto to your like a cold wallet,
Yeah,
like your ledger,
yeah.
which that is decentralization.
Mm.
So I think there's that. But like I don't think there's gonna be in terms of buying NFTs, I think most people are just gonna buy it from one centralized exchange, just like how most people are buying crypto from like Coinbase
Yeah.
or KuCoin or whatever.
I mean, it's easier, it's safer too, right?
Yeah, 100%.
KuCoin was like freaking that
KuCoin,
experience.
yeah, fuck KuCoin.
But like Coinbase and stuff like that, it's more reliable. It's
Yeah,
like,
Coinbase is amazing. I love Coinbase.
yeah. But like decentralized exchanges, like I'm pretty sure most people don't know how to use it.
Yeah, it is. It's also more complicated, right?
Yeah.
Because it's decentralized. You have to know the technology more.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I guess that all of that needs to be simplified too. But currency definitely, I don't feel like it'll ever get decentralized.
Like fully decentralized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, once crypto gets, I think crypto is simplified enough, but I guess not. It should be even more simplified in terms of it's as easy as purchasing like an item on Amazon. I think
Mhm.
once it reaches that point of being simplified, then we're really gonna see like cryptocurrencies that are huge,
Yeah.
historic, reach new peaks in terms of prices.
Yeah, facts.
Even like NFTs. Oh my god, if NFTs become that simplified, I think it's gonna
That would be
the growth
sick.
is gonna
Yeah.
be insane.
Do you feel like Ethereum and Bitcoin, like those will just remain, and then the rest of the cryptos will just get like run out of like business or like run out because of the centralized cryptocurrencies that come out?
So I think with Ethereum and Bitcoin, or with any new technology, you always have the blue chips, right? The safe bets.
Yeah.
And I think Bitcoin and Ethereum are the safe bets.
Mm.
So I think those, if the whole crypto space goes up in terms of growth, you can bet your money on those that those will go up too.
Yeah.
With the other ones, I think there's like 1% or like 5% of those other altcoins, the smaller coins, that actually have a purpose and that have the right operator behind it that will be able to run it, to run the platform or technology or whatever they have to make it grow enough and to be sustainable. But I think 90% of those of those coins will die off.
True. Yeah. I
It's
agree.
like 5-10% or like 1%, whatever the percentage is. Those are the ones with the ones that have the good like the good person operating it with a good team that will actually like reach levels like growth levels like Bitcoin and Ethereum.
100%. Yeah, I agree. Like I was thinking, like there's like if you think about the different like major value or like the major valuable currencies or like the things that are valued as currencies in the world, like it's gold and then there's the dollar and silver, right? But those are backed by like physical things that you could value.
Mm-hmm.
But Ethereum and Bitcoin, like what's the value built off of, right? Like it could be seen as like digital value, like a digital value store because that's what Bitcoin really is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like what's the reasoning behind that value?
For I honestly think you make a good point. It is a little bit of having belief that it will go up,
Yeah.
but
Like,
I honestly think it's just supply and demand.
yeah, there's a scarcity, right?
Yeah, like that's it. If it was unlimited, then it would be a different story.
True. I guess like we can't say that there's no like real value in it. There's no value behind it because like the value has been built
Yeah,
up
like
now.
the software behind Ethereum, like the contract thing behind Ethereum, which allows for NFTs, and like a whole bunch of other technologies that is possible because of Ethereum, is definitely useful,
Mm.
100%. But yeah, I do think most of like the cryptos we're seeing right now, other than Bitcoin, in my belief, Ethereum is a safe bet too.
Mm.
Uh, People don't like to think of it as a safe bet because it's a newer coin. It's not like when you think of crypto, you don't think Ethereum, you think Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So for some people, it's not there yet. But I believe in its technology, and yeah, I think we'll just have to see who gets most of the demand for the coins
Yeah.
for the crypto.
I agree. I think that's all from my side for decentralization. What about you?
Uh, yeah. Oh yeah, governance. I want to talk
Mm.
about governance. So like one thing that I like about decentralization, and was something that has peaked in popularity because of NFTs, is governance, which is being able to change like being able to have uh how do I even describe that? Being able to like have a fair voting system within these technologies where
Mm.
everyone has power, everyone can vote for a change to happen.
Yeah.
I think that's called governance.
Yeah, I
So
think so too.
these NFTs, some projects they have these tokens, right? And with the tokens, you can decide on what happens to the tokens. Like I remember in one project, the whole community came together and everyone had a vote. Everyone that had a token that was in the that had NFT, they had the chance to vote to decide if they should burn off the rest of the NFTs that are for sale,
Yeah.
or if they should keep like half of them, half burn, keep half of them.
Yeah.
So I think things like that where everyone has a say in it, but there's still a controlling party at the top is useful.
Yeah, I agree. Probably makes just like governance easier.
Yeah, it does, yeah. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I think that's it on my side too.
Sick. So, any quote?
I do have an ending quote actually. Uh, the magic you're looking for is in the work you're avoiding.
Damn, I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that.
I think I sent it to you.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot because it's so true. Um, it might not be obvious, but most times the things that you don't want to do, that you don't want to commit to, that you're kind of there's like a little bit of fear behind it, is where you really have to dig, is where the change is gonna happen.
Yeah, I agree. I guess that's kind of related to the dark place thing that we were talking about
Oh yeah.
this week. It was this post by Zach Pograb, and he was basically saying that you need to go into the dark place, which is like going super. I think you explained it really well. Like I think you explained it right now too, that like it just needs to be something that is pushing you so outside your comfort zone that it's something that you need to make progress on the goals that you want to achieve, but it's something that's really difficult and like it'll feel impossible to you. But what he also says after that is that you should go to the dark place, but then make sure that you don't stay there forever, because then you're basically just going to be stuck in this world chasing the next dollar or next achievement, and you'll you'll just stay on that hedonic treadmill basically, and it's
Yeah,
never ending.
that's facts. I think it takes a good amount of self-awareness to know when to get out of that dark place.
Yeah, I bet it's like I bet it's so hard because like the work that I've been doing, like I I've been doing like the daily work and everything, right? But now that I don't have to, like I don't know what to do in my days. Like that's why I'm like
Exactly,
trying to
yeah.
take like 2 3 days off and do nothing, so that like I can let my brain like reset. Cause I've been working like 7 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your brain doesn't really get to think, but like right now it feels so weird. But imagine people that are doing it at like the like big scales. They've been doing shit daily, every single day, and like they don't know what to do in normal life after like they reach whatever stage that they want to reach. So it's like it's low-key easier just to stay stay on that path and continue to make progress, and like not have to do any stuff that other people have to do, like manage relationships, do stuff like that.
So you're saying you wish you were busier, or you don't want to be busier?
No, I'm just like explaining like why it might be hard to get out of the dark place for people, right?
Oh,
Cuz like you're basically playing a game like every single day all day. You're just playing the game of business or whatever you're doing. You're in a game cuz you don't have to manage relationships. You don't have to manage a lot of things that most other people need to do. You're just in your own world every single day all day.
you don't have as many responsibilities.
Yeah, like other people take care of that for you because they know that you're working hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then when you need to like switch back into normal life, then like you don't know what to do.
Oh, because you've given off those responsibilities away.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's an interesting way to think about it. Yeah, I guess not everyone has the luxury to do that. To like,
To like go deep into something.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they just don't have the time for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good segment from the ending quote. And yeah, we will see them next week.
We'll see you guys in like a few minutes for the keep up challenge. And then
Oh
we'll
yeah,
see you
fuck,
guys
you're
next
right. Keep up challenge that I'm gonna win anyways.
week. All right, we'll see.
Ready? So we get 3 tries each, right?
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Fuck you.
All right, that's one.
Last try.
I think that's 2.
I think so too.
All right, high score of 5. Gee. That's a good call.
Let's go.
All right,
The thobe will give you power.
facts.
2, 3, 5, 4.
Did give me power.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22.
I think I already beat you, but let's keep going.
How much did I do?
You did 17 or something as a high score.
No way.
You can check.
Okay, let's.
All right, this will be quick. Yeah, I beat Sadra in the keep up challenge.
Cap. You can't lie, dude.
All right, you saw the keep up challenge just now. Sadra was the shorter one. I was the taller one. I basically got 24. Sadra got 22.
23.
Yeah,
You, but it's me. 23.
yeah.
Yeah. So the taller guy won is what you have to.
Basically,
You have to realize.
Marzooq won. Yeah.
Sadra.
GG.
See you next week at Digital Street. You know it's love, yo.
Thanks, Deep Fake Tupac.
Respect to Pick and Tate. Final deep fake sign off by Yobo Morgan Freeman.